What's up, everybody? Nick here on the Griddle Food Network, where we take backyard barbecuing to the next level. If this is your first time here, smash that subscribe button so you get all the notifications of all the great cooks we do on the network. On today's episode, we're doing the Crown Cheese Double Stack Smashburger Melts on the Blackstone Griddle. Griddle up. So let's go over our ingredients today for these Crown Cheese Double Stack Smashburger Melts. We've got our ground chuck, sweet onion. I've got broach bread. It's a broach butter bread. I've coated it on both sides with mayonnaise. And then we've got sharp cheddar cheese. That'll be for the crowns that we make, and you'll see how that works towards the end of this cook. So let's go ahead and start and get our onions on here. Our griddle top is just around 400 degrees. I've got working these two burners right here. These two are off. I've got the dial set at about 3/4 to high. I'm gonna let these get going, soften up. Then we'll add the meat, salt and pepper. Then we'll smash them, and then we'll get the bread toasted. Then we'll start the crowns. While these are softening up, I'm going to get a quick refill. Perfect. All right, so let these get softened up a bit, then we'll come right back, throw the meat on. One thing we are going to do is with the onions, got a stick of butter here, and I'm just going to melt this right over the onions, and then we'll smash the meat right into that sizzling butter on top of the onions. We got our butter nicely melting right over all of these onions here. So let's go ahead, take our burger meat. There's one. There's two. Salt. Salt. And you don't need a lot. Ground pepper. And what I like to do is I like to let these cook as is for a couple minutes before I smash them down to get that bottom good. So you have that center really cooked area right in the center. So I'm going to let this sit right over the top here for about 3 minutes. Then I'm going to come back, smash them down, and start getting them going. And then we'll start our bread, toasting our bread, and then from there we'll build up the cheese crown. All right, so we've let these sit for about between 2 to 3 minutes. You can see they're nice browning up right on the bottom. Now we're going to smash them down. Got our Blackstone press here. Good hold for about 10 seconds. All right. Beautiful. What I like to do is now I'm going to let these cook for about 2.5 minutes and then flip them, and then just keep doing that till I know they're done. And then I'll pull them and put them on a warm rack just so the grease drips off of them so they're not soaking wet in grease and onion. And then we'll move them back onto the toast when it's ready, and then we'll be building up the crown. All right, 2.5 minutes is done. Let's go ahead and get these flipped. These look fantastic. Onions all grilled up nicely. All right, these are going to be done pretty soon here. We're going to go ahead and get the toast on here going. Then I'll start to build up that crown. All right, our burgers, our smash burgers are done with the onions. So we're just gonna move them right over here. Wonderful. That right up there. And we're just going to put you right here, right on top. Some cooked onions. Just move them over here where it's not so hot. All right, so a lot of the butter, I just spread it out all over the griddle top. Again, this side is off. These two, I'm going to go ahead and lower them a little bit. Now they're down to about a quarter on. It's butter broached bread. I've already coated it on both sides with mayonnaise. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get this toasted up. And we'll get the first side done. When we flip to the second side, I'll start to build up our cheese crown. Go ahead and keep the griddle top looking sharp here. Clean while you go. That always works, whether you're in the kitchen or in your outdoor kitchen on your griddle top. We've got our toast setting up nicely. We're just going to keep flipping it here. While we're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and start with the cheese crown. We want all this together, packed in nicely. You can smell that sharp cheese burning up. Oh, that's not done yet. So we've got that going right there. So as this cheese melts and starts to seal together, we'll put our bread on there, then we'll put our stack, and then that'll be that. This is going to form that crown on top of both pieces of bread. We've got some cheese here to melt, because there's nothing wrong with having lots of cheese. Do there. And we're going to take this and just stack it just like so. Get these onions out of the way here. Some right on top there. You want to make sure this all stays together. See that nice crisp browning on the outside? You just want to see it. Once you know that most of your cheese has been melted, it'll all hold together. It's starting to rise up and crust up here on the side. That's what we want. You're looking for that crust up. All right, this one's ready over here. So what we're going to do is now we're going to take your bread and you're just going to throw it right down and just kind of get it right in there so the cheese starts to adhere to it. Same thing right here. Okay, so now we're looking good here. Double stack right here with cheese. Got your onions on top of there. And now you just want to, nice and easy, boom. So there's your cheese crown. Right over here. And we're going to just slide it right off. We're going to let this cool down for a quick minute. Cut it in half. Take a look. Then take a bite and see how it is. See how we turned out. All right. Let's go ahead and let's cut into this thing here. There we go. Excellent. Cut nicely. Look at this. Whew, it's still piping hot. Nice. All that cheese and onion just melted between the two smash burgers. You've got the crown cheese crust right over the bread. Man, again, I'm going to let this cool down just a little bit more before I bite into this, but it smells absolutely fantastic. Only seasonings was salt and pepper, and again, I used butter on top of the onions. I didn't put any grease down on top of my griddle. Just let the butter sit on there. Then the smash burgers in the butter, and the excess runoff I coated the top of the griddle top with, and then did the bread in that. The bread was already coated in mayonnaise on both sides. It was a butter brioche bread that I got over at Publix. And again, American sharp cheese for the crust and for the pieces that melted on the inside of the smash burger. So again, still just a little too hot just to taste yet. Gonna let this cool down just a little bit more, then we'll come right back and give this a try because it smells fantastic. I can't wait to dive into this, but you know, leave your comments below, smash that like button, tell me what you think so far, and we'll be right back, and we'll test this right when this cools down. All right, I think these are cooled down enough. We can go ahead and try them. Greasy, that's for sure. No doubt about that with all the cheese, but I'm going to go ahead here. I'm going to attempt to take a bite. Let's see here. See your onions and cheese. A lot of cheese. A little bit of bread. And that's it right there. The flavor of the crust, the crusted cheese, you can taste. Very little bread because again, I used toast instead of big thick buns. Double smash burger patties. The flavor of the onions, you can taste the butter, the salt and pepper, all the cheese. I mean, this is fantastic. I mean, if you want to go above and beyond, this is it. This is definitely it. Smash that like button again. Always love to read your comments. Tell me what you think. If you tried it out, how'd it turn out? If you didn't like it, I understand. I'm going to get a thumbs down, but I think you will like it. We get another bite here. Woo. This is definitely taking it to the next level. That's how we do it. Wash it down with a little cold beer. Outstanding. So we've got the crown cheese double stack smash burger melts on the Griddle Food Network. I'm Nick, and I'm out. Griddle up.